intro music. There it is. The intro music for Talkin' Winter with Swinter, which is what we're doing. Swinter Group, headquartered in St. Louis, Missouri. And here we've got myself. I'm Ken Bogeman. We got Brent Reeder. We got my lovely bride, Nicole Bogeman, sitting right there. And Brent's lovely bride, which I'm not going to growl for because that'd just be weird. Mollie, right there. It would be weird, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Be super weird.
Brent can growl, though.
Oh, can we get a break? Wait, you know what?
No, that's your thing.
I'm sorry, Benny. I got it. We're canceling the reverb so Brent can growl.
No, we're not going
Do it. Oh, do it. Come on, we got to have a growl.
No, that is... No.
Can you, put your four fingers in the air and, scrape them forward like a king? Nothing?
Not in this context. I can't. It's just wrong.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, well, now we're going to do the reverb then.
If they didn't need proof, we just continued on.
There it is. What? Yeah, it's fine.
Couldn't even get through the intro without sidetracking.
Right. That's fair. Well, we were sidetracked before the intro started. We started the intro after the sidetrack.
Whoa.
Man.
So what if we get on track, are we now then
Off track?
Yeah, sidetrack.
Is this a trolley problem?
We are unbalancing on purpose.
Ooh, there it is.
Good bring
Man.
around.
Way to go. So if you're just joining us, which of course you are because it's the beginning of the episode, this is part 2 of day 1 of the Snow and Ice Management Association's 25th symposium. Yeah. Part 2, day 1. A lot of math in there. You got that?
How many different, we all went to different places at
Sure
different times.
Sure did.
How many different things did we go talk to and see?
A bunch. I don't know. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're joining us and you didn't come from the previous show number 9, and you just popped in here to show number 10, you're probably wondering, where is Zach? Zach, unfortunately, couldn't make the trip. We are here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Man,
I'm impressed.
Yes,
Yeah.
First time
beautiful.
here, and
yeah.
got nothing bad to say about it so
Yeah,
far.
and unfortunately, Zach couldn't make it. He missed out on some pretty cool stuff. You know what? We saw. We were walking around downtown, kind of by the river there, and there was a pontoon boat with a band on it.
Yes. It was awesome.
This is not really a pontoon. Oh, yeah.
It was
okay.
a pontoon,
I'm thinking
yeah.
of something else we're talking about here.
And then
The bumper
kayaks.
boat with the motor.
Oh, that was
Okay,
good too.
yeah.
You're forgetting the drawbridges. That was the coolest part.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Drawbridges
all
are
had
awesome.
different takeaways.
Yeah.
All of this down on the Milwaukee River.
Yes, it was. The Milwaukee River with drawbridges and pontoons with bands on it.
Wait.
What?
Is it Milwaukee?
Oh,
That's where we're at right now.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so obviously we miss Zach. We wish Zach was with us. This is going to be a good show. I can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
I can feel the energy in this room right now is awesome.
Sweet.
Yep. Right? Seriously.
it is.
Wait.
This is going to be good.
Wait. Waukesha.
Oh, wow.
What?
We can do this,
Waukesha.
we can do this all
God bless you.
words.
Well, I don't know how to say words, apparently, because I thought it was Waukesha, and it's not.
Oh, was that not right?
It's the city is Waukesha.
I thought it was
love
Waukesha.
It's something like that. I like
Leinenkugel?
I could have swore you said the same thing.
it. Jim Appel.
Blue. Claude or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Oh, man. This is good. This is good. So we're in Milwaukee. This is fantastic. This town is really, really nice. Now, okay, so one thing that's a little bizarre. So anybody that's in Wisconsin obviously already knows this. However, in the state of Wisconsin, packaged liquor and wine sales cease at 9 p.m.
And they're firm on that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they mean it. So
8:59. They say you better check out.
you got to
right
get out of
now.
here, right? Yeah, and so we're from St. Louis, Missouri, where you can basically, there's
There's no time.
it's fine. There's
7 o'clock in the morning? Yeah.
right.
Go.
I mean, well, hell, we're from St. Louis, where you can basically just shoot people every day, and it's fine too. I mean, St. Louis is a little rough.
I do remember when Sunday sales were a thing. You could not buy alcohol on Sunday.
Yes.
That's dating myself. That's okay.
Yeah, but
I
that's
actually
fine.
remember that.
Yeah. Good
Well,
work.
Yeah, they roped off the
I'm
aisles.
not that old.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, and so Nicole and I came in. We got here Monday evening, right? Monday, and we were talking to the Uber driver about that. about how, really, like, seriously, there's got to be a place where you could buy booze after 9 p.m., right? He says, well, maybe if you go to the Hood. And so Nicole was like, well, let's go to the Hood, in which we did.
I was the one that said that.
Okay, maybe that wasn't you, but that's fine. That's fine. So
Let's do it.
we went on a seek and find, and so we can relay to you, the people, whether or not we could find alcohol for sale in Milwaukee past 9 p.m. And if there are any officials from the city of Milwaukee that are listening right now, congratulations. You've done a fantastic job of making sure that it is impossible. Not even in the Hood could we find booze.
That's true.
That's right.
And
Now
our
that's
Uber
intimidation.
Right?
Yeah.
Our Uber driver, though, he was the coolest dude in the world. He wore his sunglasses at night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Like he would tilt his glasses down to... So this is bizarre. He would tilt his glasses down to look at his bright phone so he could see where he was going and then put his sunglasses back on to look outside in the dark.
It's fine.
It's fine.
There's a song, right?
We made it.
I wear my sunglasses at night. You guys know that reference, right?
I know that one.
Corey
No.
Hart? Oh, yeah.
Corey Hart.
Yeah, I think.
Nice job. The buttons. The buttons. Oh, when we were ending the last one, Mollie was curious
I
what the
wanted-
buttons did,
yeah.
right? Okay, so if Zach were here, which he's not, moment of silence.
No, wrong one.
Wrong. Okay, we'll just go. Okay, straight up silence for Zach. Zach,
Not the clapping one.
we miss you. Zach. Okay, moment of silence for Zach, and he would say, you know what, you really got to download some more sounds on there, which I do. Haven't done. You know what?
I got excited. I thought you did.
That is going to be when we move into season two. Season 2 is
I'm
going to
sorry,
be
folks.
the season of sounds. Like, because once I figure this out,
Sounds of silence.
there's going to be a bunch of sounds. It's going to be great. But anyway, so Mollie's question. So up here I have, so we're using a Rodecaster Pro for our mixing console and sound and whatnot in here, and it comes with what you could use as your show music, which is this right here. Right? It's very podcasty.
That's fun. Not as good as ours.
No, well, because ours was written by
Benny Mayer.
Benny Mayer. He's on Spotify. He's an actual, real, live, local musician in St. Louis, and the dude,
Very talented.
very talented, perfect pitch, can play any instrument on the face of the planet. He recorded ours, which is fantastic. Which everybody knows what ours sounds like, right? So much better than the Rodecaster one, but that's fine. That's fine. Thanks, Benny. And so then we also have our laugh. Nicole's adding to the laugh over there. And it's camouflage. You don't even know.
Nope.
No, you're not doing it. Okay, so that's a laugh. Then we've got clap. Nice job. Nice job. Brent is literally holding his head in his hands like, I can't believe this is happening.
We're good. It's great. It's great quality airtime. Nobody's
This is fantastic.
Nobody's changed the channel.
Nope. And then we got the rim shot. We got spooky,
Ooh.
the crickets, and magic.
I don't think Mollie liked the spooky.
Trippy. Scary.
Yeah. Like, seriously, a ghost is going to come out of the bathroom right now. No?
But if it's Scooby-Doo, we just take his mask off and it's just some random person.
No, it's not. It's the alien that Doctor Who found.
That's right. Good boy.
That's right.
Makes me think of Unsolved Mysteries.
It reminds me of the restaurant we ate at tonight.
Oh,
Yes.
safe house.
Because I really thought there was somebody spooky going to jump out at us.
Really?
Yes.
Well, then that one guy
The
did.
whole time we were walking around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The magician in there was really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was
He
good.
was impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Man, you know what? We have killed 9 minutes and 20 seconds of nothing.
Wow.
But you know what? It's gone by fast. Thanks for sticking with us. This is
Hopefully
great.
to the listeners it has.
Yeah. Yeah. So we should, because we're talking Winter with Swinter here, we should offer some substantive information for our listeners.
Okay.
Yep. So they know what's happening. So, Nicole, you were at the conclusion of
Oh.
episode 9
Yes.
telling us about your here at the Snow and Ice Management Association's 25th symposium. We're telling us about the session you were in.
Yes.
Please continue.
About leadership. Yes.
Yep. So you got to give a summary for anybody that maybe just tuned in. So
Oh.
just bring us up to speed real quick.
Okay, well, it would be about the name of it, creating team efficiency to improve the bottom line. And he talked all about, well, how you should be good customer-centric people, and then how you should be...
What? Okay, customer-centric?
Yes. Be like Ritz-Carlton, he said.
Is that like one of those hip new buzzword thingies, like mission critical?
Oh, I think I just made it up.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he said it.
Okay, because you're that hippin' with it?
Sure.
I knew it.
No, he talked about how Ritz-Carlton was, their mission, I actually took a picture of it.
The hotel or the cracker?
I don't think the cracker is Ritz-Carlton, but...
You sure? They're tasty.
Just Ritz crackers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one of their main things is that the Ritz-Carlton experience enlivens the senses, instills well-being, and fulfills even the unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests. And he told a story how he was at the Ritz-Carlton.
Okay. Hang on a second. Did you write that down? Or
I took a picture. He said we should take pictures
Oh, he took a picture of the power. Okay.
of the PowerPoint.
Okay,
yeah.
that makes a lot more sense.
I just remembered it off the top of my head.
That would have been impressive.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I
Okay, so
didn't.
I'm sorry.
Should have ran with that.
Right.
Yes, and improv rules. Anyway, he went to the Ritz-Carlton, and he remembered that a long time ago they would have these fancy, really, really fancy smelling good soaps. And that time when he was there, he didn't see any of the soaps. And he didn't care in the slightest bit that there was no soaps.
Wait,
But he
no
was just-
soap at a hotel?
No fancy soap. I don't know if there
okay.
was no soap or if there was just regular soaps. So he asked somebody that worked there just randomly, "Oh, hey, when did you get rid of the really fancy soaps?" And I don't know what the guy said, but later that day in his room was a handwritten note from the general manager and a whole bag of those fancy soaps that he found out later because he asked more. He was like, "What happened here? I didn't ask for this. I wasn't complaining." What? Because of that mission statement, they went to the adjoining mall and spent $100 to buy these fancy soaps and put them in their room because of the unexpressed wish that he mentioned those soaps.
That's awesome.
Right?
And remind us on what the mission statement was.
The mission statement, I have to talk.
Oh, we're going to talk amongst ourselves. She's got to bring up
Yeah,
the picture
I gotta
again.
pull back up.
You know what? Proof you didn't really memorize it.
That's right. Dang it.
Liar.
It's longer than this, but this was the part that was the important part. The Ritz-Carlton experience enlivens the senses, instills well-being, and fulfills even the unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that was the customer-centric idea. And then he moved on to leadership and how you should lead the leaders by teaching them how to have leadership, management, and communication. And then he started telling us about his Kolbe certified process.
Before you get to the Kolbe one, I
Yes.
think something that you just touched on there, is something that has been, as our company has grown, and that's something that has been really important and is really hard on people, is the idea of leading your leaders, right? So I think that people are conditioned to be very cautious with what they say to their boss. And they want to walk on eggshells, and they want to be very careful not to get in trouble, or they don't want to offend somebody. And I think that of course there's a limit to what I'm about to say, but the more offensive you can be to your leader, sometimes that's fantastic. I mean, at the end of the day, your boss has at least a handful, if not an entire company full of people that are there just saying yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and they're not communicating to their boss when their boss is wrong.
Yeah, that's one of the points actually he talked about.
And that is something that if you're listening to us right now and you're driving down the road, or you're mowing, or you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, absolutely be respectful and be polite. But if your boss is wrong, you need to find a way to tell them that. Mm-hmm. And if your boss it truly has the best interests of their company in mind, they are going to not only listen to you, they are going to encourage you to tell them when they're wrong.
You could have written this, because that's exactly what he said, to manage up and down, and to encourage your employees to disagree with you, respectively, of course.
Right.
But to tell you, no, I think you're missing the point here's some more information.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, if you're one of the owners out there, or you're a boss, I mean, you've had those employees that have been belligerent a-holes that just think they know everything and that you're an idiot, and that's not what you're looking for here. You're looking for the people that are going to have an intelligent conversation with you and try to make things better. And you know how you can do that?
By listening to a commercial?
Yes, my God, we're over time.
Oh my goodness.
Molly, do you want to pick which one?
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Oh, start at the top. Here we go.
Are you still mixing station gas and oil for your string trimmer, leaf blower, or chainsaw? Eliminate the mess and the guesswork with True Fuel, the original pre-mixed 2-cycle fuel. True Fuel is ethanol-free and precision-engineered for small engines, improving performance and extending the life of your outdoor power equipment. And True Fuel is available for both 2- and 4-cycle engines. Empower your equipment with True Fuel. Learn more at TrueFuel50.com.
You're listening to Turf's Up Radio, the only radio station of its kind dedicated to the green industry. Now you can even ask Alexa to tune you in when you're home.
Isn't it nice when the weather cooperates and crews complete jobs on time and on budget? But weather can cause delays, and with paper route sheets, jobs get lost in the shuffle. That's why you need Aspire Crew Control scheduling software, an easy-to-use, flexible, and affordable solution that allows you to shift schedules with a single click. Try Aspire Crew Control for free at aspirecrewcontrol.com.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, here's to all the women in the green industry. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Just pop the cork off the bottle.
Yeah, we
made
noticed.
this pop sound.
Timing was interesting.
You like that?
Yeah. It's like you were waiting for it.
I was. Well, I wouldn't want to be pouring a
glug.
cocktail while the ads are going. You gotta pay attention to the ads.
That'd be rude. Yeah, you're right.
Right. I mean, that's just out of line. So okay, so welcome back. We're talking about the managing up, right?
Yes.
And man, I really feel like that. I mean, that's something that we could spend. I mean, we could spend an entire show on that.
Sure.
I mean, on something where we've had people on our staff over the years that have had, just fantastic ideas, and most importantly, they've been able to stop me from doing positively stupid stuff over the years. What are you looking at him for?
I'm just waiting for him to pop in.
I'm trying to choose my words.
Fair enough. But the thing is that the reason why a company works is because all of the people in there, you know what the company is? It's like a giant clock.
Ooh.
And all the little cogs need to fit
I don't like
together.
that.
No?
No.
Y'all got that movie quote though, right? Man, okay, Molly literally has her head turned sideways, looking at me like straight up this disapproval.
There is obviously enough time between us that these movie references are just completely...
That was The Incredibles. You've got 4 kids. How do you not have The Incredibles memorized?
It's been a while.
Oh.
Because we don't watch
Okay,
that every day.
to be fair,
Okay,
I
that's
love
fair.
The Incredibles, and I didn't catch that.
See?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, then maybe that was just on me. That's fine. That's fine.
You just picked up on that you felt that one more.
That's it. And since I can't read, I have to watch movies. So that's fine. But yeah, no. I mean, I think that's a company's success is not just managers making it happen or just the employees making it happen. I mean, you have to have everybody that is working together and sharing ideas and working towards the betterment of everybody that's involved. And in order to do that, you have to have the courage and the confidence to go to your boss with an idea and to go to your boss and let them know that, hey, maybe there's a better way of doing this. And that's something where you can really make a big impact very fast. It sounds like that's what they were talking about, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There you go.
Good job.
Ah, man. Yep.
Fantastic.
Thanks. You're the one taking notes, though.
I was, but you could have written it.
Okay.
Yeah. Excellent job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know about this Kolbe certified consultant. That is what he was. Jason.
What is that? Is he a basketball player?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. No.
And no, it's a steakhouse.
It's not steak either.
Oh,
what?
disappointing.
Have you ever been to a Kolbe steakhouse?
Oh, yeah.
They good?
It's my favorite.
No, because Kolbe, I mean, that's like Shogun, right?
Yes. Only nicer.
Oh,
But this
yeah?
was Kolbe, Kolbe.
That's not what I heard.
Kolbe. Wouldn't that be Kolbe?
But they said Kolbe,
Okay.
I think. Unless I was listening wrong.
It's fair.
Molly's going to go to sleep.
She's like, there is no way. There is no way there are 127 downloads of this nonsense. There is no way that's happening.
Man. No, but apparently there's 3 parts of the mind in this Kolbe thing. You've got your affective, which is things that change, your desires, your motivation, your attitudes, your emotions. And then you've got the cognitive, your IQ, your skills, your knowledge. And then there's, I'm going to try to remember the way it's Conative. I think it was conative. And these don't, I know it's a word. I've never heard this word before.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. And these don't change. It's your drive, your instinct. It's your mental energy. And he talked more about that. And that's like your kind of like your personality part that doesn't change. It's what makes you happy. It's if you can find what your drive is and you do it at work, then you don't feel like you're doing work because you just enjoy what you're doing.
Okay.
And if you're doing something on a daily basis that it's not part of your instinct, well, your brain has to work a lot harder. So you're going to be a lot more tired and a lot more frustrated and stressed. And
Okay.
So finding that person that has the job that they do, the position they're in fits their instinct, they don't feel like it's work.
So, okay. So recent thing with work, right? And developmental skills in particular, right? So our daughter Kira is helping is doing some project based help stuff at the office this summer as she's transitioning from high school and she's moving into college, and we asked her to do some cold calling, right? Which she hated.
Well, she's a bit of an overachiever, and getting yeses and good jobs or drive her.
Well, yes, but I think that with what you had just said, I think could be interpreted as don't do a job unless it all makes you happy. And
not 100% of the time, but
Yeah. Well, and I wanted to kind of bring Kira's experience in because I think that she's as she's doing more of that of making those calls, she's becoming more comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. She's getting over the anxiety, and she's doing a better job. Which in the last episode we talked a little bit about lawnmower parenting, right? Which we're obviously not doing.
Not at all.
Here, you hate doing this? Here, do more, right?
It's good for you.
That's right.
Feel the pain.
That's right.
No pain, no gain.
Right, but I think that's something that's important too. Is even if there's an aspect of your job that you don't like, still do it to the very best of your abilities, right? Dude,
Yeah.
are you gonna eat the microphone? Are you sleeping?
No, I'm good.
Wake up!
I'm sorry, I'm hogging this one.
No, that reminds me of what the keynote speaker this morning was saying about how you should always be doing the next harder thing.
Yeah,
And then what you're already doing will become more easier.
exactly.
You know what? I wrote down a quote.
That was
And
Don Thurman.
It was Dan Thurman. Dan Thurman.
Dan Thurman.
Man, the unicycle man. There it was, and Brent had brought it up in the last episode about how he had said that that at no point in your life has any person ever met their full potential, because everybody can get better from where they are right now, and you're not going to get better unless you are doing things that make you uncomfortable and pushing your limits. Right?
Fair.
Yeah. Like going to the gym. Brent, you go to the gym.
Every now and then.
Every now and again, dude, your calves are like 17 inches around.
I got to rebuild it, man.
Rebuild it.
Yeah, the one kind of like disappeared on me this past year.
Well, it's because you've got a scar that's like 6 inches wide and 24 inches long. You had knee surgery last year.
Yep.
What happened? Like some bacteria tried to eat your leg, right?
Yeah, they never really knew. Never really found out the true answer on that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Infection where there shouldn't have been one. Pain. Weeks.
Yeah, but you know what you did the night before you came here? Played 2 softball games.
Absolutely.
Hit you a home run.
Yep.
That's right.
Woohoo.
You're basically a sports star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What? Mollie's just shaking her head.
Only if Mollie leaves, though.
What?
Only if Mollie leaves.
Oh, yeah.
This is true.
So you get home runs.
Yeah. You know, when pros that are my age, you know, they're getting towards the end of their career and they're worried about injuries. I beat them to the punch.
Nice. You just went straight
I used
to
to
the
play
injury.
outfield because I could throw to home plate.
Yeah.
Then I played shortstop because I was really, really good at playing shortstop and I could throw the ball hard. I'm now second base, which does not.
Does that mean that you just walk around with your hands on your boobs?
What?
Second base, man. Is that second base?
Okay.
Sorry.
I was not there with you.
Okay. So is that another line we got to draw?
I don't know. But it's just guy brain.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Sorry. I'm sorry. You were
Oh, yeah, fine.
regaling us.
And then you're just, you know, downstepped a little further down the podium. And it's like, oh. And then some kid 10 years younger than you throws the ball from the outfield and it hurts your hand from 300 yards away. It's like, what the heck?
I actually saw that.
He's like, oh my God, that hurt.
It's like, I used to be able to do that. But it's, yeah,
Yeah,
not anymore.
it's fair.
At least you're not getting hurt playing kickball.
Hey.
I haven't done that since elementary school. Have you done this recently?
We
No,
haven't
do I
played in,
look like I've
5
played any
years.
sports recently?
Well, that's why I assumed injury was imminent.
Okay, that's fair. No. It was that was fine.
Yeah,
It's because I got a kickball home run.
you did.
And I ran all around the bases. That's a long way. I mean, it doesn't look like a long way. That's a long way for me.
Okay.
It's fine. Made it.
And then he pulled a muscle
Oh, how old were you?
like 5 years ago.
I was old enough that it wasn't embarrassing. How about that? It was fine. It was fine, man.
It
But
was a great day, though. It was a lot of
man,
fun.
I remember chugging it for like getting to third base and thinking, my God, how have these morons not gotten the ball closer? I think I might be able to make it. And it's like slow motion, like, you know, left foot thud, right foot thud, left foot thud, all the way to the. But I made it.
So
It was
it's
great.
not like there's a fence you can kick it over. It's just an open field.
Oh yeah, and it's completely the other team sucked. I mean, it was not because I did any spectacular movement
But
of
you
any
didn't
kind.
stretch before or after. So.
No, why would you do that? I would have never expected to actually kick the ball.
Yeah, it's very necessary.
Yeah, clear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? We need to take a mental stretch because we need to talk more about snow and how to be awesome and the SIMA conference, right?
That's right. That's right.
You know what's kind of neat is where there's I mean, this place is jam packed full of people that are all here that are passionate about snow removal, and they're here to learn from each other and to share their experiences, and it's really, really cool talking to just talking to people that are that are hanging around the lemonade stand. Which, what the hell was in that lemonade?
It was really good.
It was, yeah, by the way, right?
It was good. I have no idea what it was.
I read it. Did you read it, Mollie?
No.
It was. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. It was not lavender and cranberry or something.
It was like a scent and a fruit and then lemonade.
Yeah, it really.
Are you telling me
vanilla?
I
It had
ate a
vanilla
scent?
in it. It
A
had vanilla.
Cata scent? Maybe vanilla. Oh, there was vanilla.
A scent.
Cranberry vanilla lemonade.
It might have been cranberry vanilla.
But it was yellow.
No, it wasn't. It was red.
It was red.
No,
Well, then
it was
cran-
like orange.
Oh, that would make sense.
It definitely wasn't pink.
No, it was an odd color for lemonade.
It was good.
but it was delicious.
Must be a Wisconsin thing.
They really
Maybe.
thought it was so good they didn't even offer something
Another
else.
choice.
Anything else? Yeah, that was what you were drinking today.
Oh yeah, if you wanted water, there was no water.
Nope.
It was this magical, smelly, delicious lemonade.
Speaking of, Mollie, you got to check out that piece of chocolate over there. Speaking of Milwaukee, handcrafted, locally made chocolate
Are you
bar.
saying you're proud of that purchase?
It was
Oh,
$10.
It sure
It's either
was.
right there. It's on the other side.
She picks it up. She's like, "Oh my God, this looks good," and then made eye contact with the guy behind the counter. I don't know if it was his store, but he was very passionate about this store, right? So he may have been the owner.
Yeah.
And she makes eye contact. She's like, "Oh, this really looks good." And he says, "Yeah, this is really good. It's sourced locally." Blah blah blah. Like gives the pitch,
handmade.
Oh, handmade. Gives like the pitch on this chocolate. And she's like, "Oh, well, this is fantastic." And she sets it down as though to buy it.
Oh, I was gonna buy
Right?
it.
Right.
I didn't think to ask the price.
And then you're like, and then she says, "How much is it?" At which point,
No. How much am I giving him?
At which point, I'm just eating popcorn. I'm like, this is a show now. This is great. We're gonna see what happens. And he says it's $10. And you, to your credit, you bought it.
I wasn't gonna give it back.
But
I was
you
committed.
choked a little bit when you
I will find
did
it for you at the next commercial.
Which when the next commercial is?
Yeah.
Is it right now?
It is
right now.
All right. What's the next number, Molly?
2.
Here we go.
Creating art from darkness. For over 20 years, Cast Lighting has designed and manufactured the world's most durable, energy efficient, and technically advanced landscape lighting products available at astonishingly affordable prices. Cast offers an all-encompassing line of products with everything
So we're talking
you need
over the
to get
commercials.
job done. Cast Landscape, their most durable product.
Sounding good.
Best
All right,
in
I'm
class,
getting right now.
low voltage
Bye.
landscape lighting made of solid bronze with integrated and drop-in LED technology. These fixtures are built to endure the most demanding environments. Source Lighting, a new division by Cast, is your source for professional grand landscape lighting made of durable brass, offering both integrated and drop-in LED technology, and backed by Cast, the world's most durable outdoor lighting. Cast Lighting gives you innovative, state-of-the-art, old-world craftsmanship with tomorrow's technology. Visit their website at cast-lighting.com today. That's cast-lighting.com.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, no one rocks like Turf's Up Radio. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Hardworking hands reach for Gemplers for pro-grade landscape tools and gear. Much like our customers, Gemplers is family-owned and independent, which makes it easy to shop online and get your orders shipped quickly from our warehouse straight to your front door. Rather speak to a human? No worries. Gemplers always answers your call. Shop Gemplers for supplies from tools to tree care, safety to sprayers, watering to workwear, and even add your logo for free to show your customers that you're serious. Right now, buy any 2 pairs of work gloves and get a 3rd pair free. Mix and match, no limit, stock up for spring. Shop Gemplers.com. That's GEMPLERS.com.
Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Weekend Review.
The Weekend Review.
Join King Darren and all of your favorite Turf's Up Radio hosts, including Heculus, Eric, the Turf Teacher Jones, Brian.
My name is not Brian.
Ryan Lee, Wayne the Prophet Bowles,
One opportunity.
his son Daniel, Brooke Ford, the Green Veteran, Giddy up, and many more. Join us live as we unpack the week and share what you may have missed live on Turf's Up Radio. That's the Weekend Review, Saturdays, 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Yeah! Oh, yeah.
Are you going to do it?
What am I doing? Oh, yeah.
There it is. You got to end that thing with the, oh, yeah.
You'll do that, but you won't growl for me?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was a low blow.
Man, all right, you know what? Okay, you need to do a growl.
I will not be pressured. I stand against peer pressure, and I encourage all others to do so at the same.
Man, you know it's not peer pressure if your wife asks you, right?
I wasn't really asking.
Oh yeah, it was more of a if you loved me, you'd do this kind of thing.
She was just making a note.
That's fair.
We are trying the chocolate.
That's true. How's the chocolate?
I actually really like it.
Really?
Although it leaves a little bit of a
The texture is almost a little different.
aftertaste is a little different.
Hang on.
It's dry.
really
Yeah.
good.
So
Texture?
Yes.
Chocolate has texture?
Uh-huh.
Well, this does.
You know how Hershey's is very creamy?
yeah, it's not creamy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is dark.
Yeah, but it's 54% cacao. It's vanilla bean malt. It's a semi-sweet dark chocolate with Madagascar vanilla beans and natural malted milk.
That sounds lovely.
All right, somebody just drove their mower into a creek. They're like, I got to get me some of that.
Nice.
Man, for sure. There are mower wrecks right now. Like, actually, could you do that, but maybe be a little more breathy?
Indulgent chocolatier.
See, now, okay, this is good. Okay, good. Keep going. This is
I'm
how
just
you
gonna
get,
turn off my mic.
This is how you get listenership. In fact, if you could just read that whole package just like that, we'll be in good shape.
What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Are you kidding? You were just talking about chocolate, all breathy and sexy. I don't know what we were talking about.
Good job.
I know. That's fine.
Would you like a try?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
No, I mean, if it was like straight up salt, maybe I'd try it, or a pretzel, but.
It's not sweet. It's not even, it's
Semi-sweet.
Well, yeah, it's in the name.
Shocker.
Oh my goodness! You know what? Something else that I thought was pretty neat about today was, so everybody that's at the show has got their, we get these little badges, right? So you get like a lanyard that's got badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Got that one?
I do.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Wait, maybe.
This could be so wrong. Is it Beverly Hills? Troops Beverly Hills.
Troop Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills. It's not it, but I love that movie.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm not even going to try.
No. This was, you know what? I don't even, can we talk about the movie? Or will we get canceled if we even mention a Mel Brooks film? I don't know. I don't know if we can talk about that.
Mel Brooks is just trying to lay low on this whole thing.
Maybe. That was back when, you know what? We should probably just move on.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
fine.
Yeah, your saddle's on fire here.
You know what? You got it.
He did.
I like that one.
See,
they're blazing.
Nice. Blazing Lion.
That's right. Hype man.
Yep. Hype man. There you go. Anyway, so yeah, so anyway, the ID badges for the show here, they've got little QR codes on them, and so as you go into a snack and chat, or you go into a one of the seminars, there's folks there from SIMA that can scan your badge and kind of be able to see which things are attended and by how many people and blah 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 blah, and it was really cool to see. I guess the technological aspect of it, and that they're, knowing that SIMA, takes those numbers into consideration and looks at it, and then uses that to analyze it to determine, which sessions are we going to continue, which ones are we not going to continue, and so as future symposiums come down the line, it's not based on. Some stuffy, crusty old dude behind a desk thinks this is what we ought to be talking about. It's based on what's actually happening in the industry, what's actually happening with people that are there. I think that I thought that was pretty neat.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
My QR code never works though.
Mine either.
Really?
We're missing a corner of it.
Well, I have to, the plastic reflects weird on it, and so they just had to put my name in now.
So what was funny was I went to there were a couple things that they couldn't get it to scan, right? And so then I was walking into one where I actually met a guy by the name of Chris Dix. He's with SIMA, and we worked with him on ASM certifications and our some CSP certifications, things like that. Mm-hmm. Really, really good dude. I'd never actually met him face to face until today, and it was funny because as I come walking up, I said, "All right, bud. I guess let's see if you have the magic hands that can scan the badge." And he's like, "It looks fine to me," and scan it right out of the gates, like no problem at all. And so that was a fun conversation.
Yeah, sounds entertaining.
It was, unless you're listening to that story and you're like, "What the hell? Nobody cares about this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard." Right, Mollie? Yep. Oh, yep. Yeah, we know.
Yep.
Yeah, we know. Okay. All right. So, any more on your topic, Nicole, or any words of wisdom or things that you learned there?
Well, he goes into a lot more details, but I feel like we could talk a lot more about that. So you should just look it up. It's a way, the Kolbe A, or I don't know, Kolbe, Kolbe, and they have different kinds of personality type tests that will help you determine what's the best place to be that will make you happy.
You know what? They should not look it up. You know what they should do? If you're curious about it, here it is. We don't want you to have to go through that kind of strenuous effort.
You're right.
To find that information. You should simply send an email to podcast@swintergroup.com. And
right.
Nicole will personally respond to any request.
Oh, I took notes. I will give you my notes.
That's right. That's right. In fact, the odder the request, the more likely it is she's, going to oblige.
Watch what you're saying there, boy.
What? I'm just saying. Where was your brain going?
Well, I've been aviation ginning it, so,
All right, guys, get out.
Oh boy.
No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
But yeah, no, I think we should spend some time talking about the other rooms.
All right. What did you, Brent? You already talk about your second one? I guess you did a little bit, but no.
It was a meeting on basically planning for snow 52 weeks a year, and what that looked like. You know, it seems like the majority of the country has the issue of no matter what property, what state, or what we're talking about. You know, these properties or property managers don't want to talk about snow until fall, and sign that contract right before season, as if it has no bearing on the contractor's ability to perform well.
Which is just awful.
Yeah. And the speaker was pretty fired up about that, and he had good reason to be. It's something everyone complains about, but what does anybody do about it? Does anybody spend the time to educate their customers on why doing that earlier is better for everybody?
You know, I think that they probably try, but at the end of the day, there's well, I don't want to steal the thunder with maybe the best quote of that seminar that you told us earlier. So one of the guys in there had said, well, until the bank calls me and says my account is full, I'm going to go ahead and keep taking the contracts. Right. And I think that's really the hard part is if your operation is able to handle, bringing a contract on in, November, well, then, okay. But, it's something
it is a
where,
paradox.
Yeah, it's tough.
He did argue that while it may be good for you individually, it's bad for the industry.
Right.
And so I think just even if you didn't go that far, if all the contractors just started educating their customers about, doing this early is not just good for the contractor, it's good for the customer as well. It's good for the industry. And right now, I mean, think about if you want to buy a truck, how long is that going to take to come in? If you want to buy, so much equipment that's going to take at least a couple months, if not a year, to show up.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and not to mention, interest rates are going up. Inflation is borderline out of control. I
don't want to talk about this stuff. Boring.
Shall we talk about lemonade again, sweetheart?
Yes, totally.
Okay.
No, inflation, the Fed rates, all that.
The lemonade is going to get better ratings than this.
Yeah.
Maybe. You're probably right. But okay, so let me sum up. I think that if we're in a situation right now where because of the current economic climate, something that we've noticed is in talking with our clients when we say, hey, I can secure this price right now, but November is what? July, August, 4 months away, 5 months away. Yeah. Okay. So if you wait another 4 or 5 months, it's entirely possible that fuel prices are going to be up exponentially, and that we're not going to be able to hold this price for much longer, and so this is certainly something that's odd. Folks that are new in the business or have only been in business for, if you've been doing this less than 10 years, you probably haven't really experienced something like this where there are great big changes happening in the marketplace in general, and it may even go back more than 10 years. I mean, now that I think about that, it's been, I want to say it's been a long time since we've had a significant downturn in our economy.
It's about 2006 was we had the last one.
A was pretty rough.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm thinking of. It was a year or two, though.
That didn't affect my grocery shopping, though.
That is true.
Yeah, that's fair.
It actually really didn't affect me at all, but it affected a lot of others.
Yeah. Nicole and I were in the construction business in 2008, and had to weather that a little bit as well. I mean, that was rough, but I mean, it was something where, but to Mollie's point, that's true. Even during the Great Recession, we did not have the grocery bill double, and we because we didn't have such a massive change in overall cost on the business side, and so with things that have been handed to us now, what? Not just delicious lemonade.
That's right.
Right. But but some of the what's happening in the economically right now has been tough. It's been hard to deal with, and it's a good reason to work with your clients to try to get things secured right now. You know what else we got to secure right now?
Commercial time.
Another commercial, and it happened like poof, like that fast.
Boom.
Oh my gosh! And I'm not paying any attention. Which one are we on?
3.
Trace, you ready? Wait, hang on. I'm going to mute us as I push the button this
Probably
time.
a good idea.
Yep. All right, here we go. Commercial 3.
Fed up with your current software solution? FieldRoutes is the cloud-based software technology you need to level up your lawn care business. From routing to scheduling, collections, marketing, reporting, and more. It's the all-in-one solution that automates, not complicates. FieldRoutes helps lawn care companies simplify, scale, and grow. Schedule your free demo today by visiting fieldroutes.com. That's fieldroutes.com.
You're listening to Turf's Up Radio, the only radio station of its kind dedicated to the green industry. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Hey everybody, Wayne Voles, the Prophet, your host of Profit Time here on Turf's Up Radio. If you listen to my show, you know I'm all about profit. As an industry, profit is something we fail to meet most of the time. If you're working hard but not seeing the results that you deserve, Profits Unlimited is here to help. We offer processes and systems designed specifically to make your company more successful, more profitable, and certainly more efficient. When you're ready to take your company to the next level, reach out to me at profitsareus.com. That's profitsareus.com. And don't forget to turn into Profit Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m.
Are you a military family with a spouse on deployment away from home? Did you know that nonprofit Project Evergreen has thousands of volunteers across the country ready to help military families with lawn, landscape, and snow removal services? We call it Green Care and Snow Care for troops. If you are a military family and would like to receive this free service, or if you'd like to volunteer to help, visit projectevergreen.org. Project Evergreen, creating a greener, healthier, cooler Earth, 1 yard at a time.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we were trying to catch up off, while the commercial was going on, and I missed it. Project Evergreen. It's delicious. It's probably not really delicious.
What'd you miss?
Project Evergreen?
Yeah, the last
that was
ad.
the ad. We were too busy talking.
Not
That's
edible.
Right. It's you know what? You're right. It is probably not edible.
It's not Soylent Green.
So what?
No, it's not.
Soylent Green.
I don't think that's edible either.
No, but it's
I don't
people.
know what that is.
Oh, it's an old. I haven't actually seen the movie. I just know the story. It's an old like horror
Wooden
movie.
ship.
It's a horror movie, and they feed people this Soylent Green stuff, and it's their food. And it turns out that Soylent Green is people.
What on earth is this?
What?
It's an old horror movie. I think it's horror. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but I would assume based on knowing that
You
information.
haven't seen it, but you know a lot about it.
I do.
That is weird. I hope our children are listening to this.
It's not like I went into detail.
I don't know if I'm going to let them.
I'm going to put it in our will that they have to search for those episodes.
Whew, man.
No, but Brent was talking though.
Yeah, keep talking, dude.
Yeah, I was talking. No, I think one of the big points he was trying to make is that that if we could somehow establish a set of principles that are universal would be great. That way everybody kind of follow the same playing field. But everyone's going to do it their way anyways. But he was saying that if we can't deny taking properties after a certain date, we can sure impact how much they cost. So that if you are going to take them, you establish, well, hey, yeah, I think we can still get this done, but it's going to cost another 10% or another 20%, depending on what it is.
It was one cool thing that I saw that we have not done this on our contracts yet. We've talked about it though, is when we send a proposal in saying, okay, here's the price as of right now. And this price is good until say, August 31st. And then, on September 1st, the price changes to this amount. And then on September 15th, the price changes to this amount. And then on October 1st, it's this, and October 15th, and so on. And so you have, certain, an incentive for the customer to pull the trigger before you get into October, November, right? And so that's something that you might think about too.
Yeah.
Dude, just own it. Pop that sucker right by the mic. In fact, you should just chug that one and start. What do you got going over there?
I apparently didn't pop it right, and the can didn't open. Okay, we're good now.
You have not had enough of those to have problems opening them.
No, the tab ripped.
We were discussing earlier, the time you spent in the gym. You just ripped the top off of a can of Rolling Rock.
Yeah, I've seen guys do that, and they get cut.
Fair. Rolling Rock in a can. Is Rolling Rock usually in the can, or is that a bottle of beer?
Or a green bottle.
Green bottle. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Well, what else you got? What else you got from your sessions?
It doesn't really reflect as a whole lot of conversation, but it was a really good session. It just kind of everyone in the room was just discussing this idea and what was the best way to do that, and does this work for everybody? And he had a model of how things should progress as far as when to start doing bidding, when contracts need to be wrapped up by, and the different benchmarks for the contractors so that they're all set up for the season. But the one thing that everyone agreed on is that they had originally set that the contract should be signed by mid-August, and then so therefore the bidding started, in early July roughly. And everyone agreed that that's no longer early enough. That due to procuring material or equipment, everyone needs even more time than before.
So I could see that on the equipment side, but on the material side, I think that's a little tough in a commercial market. So I think that on the material side, we're the commercial contractors are going to be, we're going to be behind governmental contracts, right? So,
right.
So
this room was a very diverse room.
Fair.
So not companies that had large portfolios, but still they relied on a lot of things that were outside their control.
Okay, that's fair. Well, and on the de-icing material on the bulk side, that's where your major purveyors of de-icing chemicals on the bulk side, they have to finalize their governmental bids before they're in a position where they're going to be able to really offer solid retail pricing. How it's the air conditioner kicked on.
Yeah, it just sounds strange.
It's I don't think listeners can hear the AC, but we certainly can.
Sounds like a hypersonic wind tunnel.
There you go.
A hypersonic wind tunnel?
It's very specific.
That is oddly specific. Where does?
No. When we went to Rolla to pick up our son after his camp, there was a room in one of the halls that was. It said it had a hypersonic wind tunnel, and I've never seen that before or heard that before. So I thought it was cool.
There you go.
You didn't walk in?
It's summer.
Why do you think her hair's so curly?
Nice.
Yeah, she was in there with Jim.
With Jim, of course.
Poor Jim.
Poor Jim. Man, yeah. Okay, fair. All right.
You know what else they talked a lot about? I'm going to make you talk about it, though.
Oh, okay.
Was retaining employees.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
That's a painful one.
Mm-hmm.
Did they just say to just chain them up in the basement and only let them out?
It'd be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it snows.
And Phil, to his credit, he was very pained at even talking about this because it was obvious how he felt, is how a lot of us feel. They're discussing giving guys bonuses for just merely showing up to do their job they're paid to do.
And even tiering that.
And tiering that by how long they've been there, and they showed up for every time they were needed in a storm for the first month through.
It's a new world.
And then another gift if it was a year.
it's no longer enough to do your job solely for the pay that you were doing the job for.
Did they talk about it all about long-term, the interest or not interest in the long-term planning? I feel like our 401ks just not important anymore.
No.
There you go. Instant gratification.
Well, and that's something that we've seen, is that the idea of planning for the future is gone. That's a thing of the past. You know, I'm going to say kids these days, because while I'm not old, I'm old enough to say that kids these days that are, you know, entering the workforce, you know, you're in your, you know, your late 20s, early 30s, you know, you're generally speaking, you're not looking at your life 30 years from now. You're looking at your life right now. And that's where things like this come in handy, is that instead of offering a 401k, you're going to offer some type of nominal bonus, which is so from the employer's perspective, the cost is the same. You know, the employer has, say 5% of your salary that they're going to put in and say, okay, well, gosh, you showed up today, Johnny. Nice job. Here, I'm going to give you this bonus to make you feel special and happy. And yay! And then you're going to go and do, you know what you're going to do? You're going to spend it at Starbucks, or you're going to have somebody bring you your dinner from the restaurant. And it's you know, but you're going to do that every single day. But instead of putting that money away into some type of retirement program, you're spending it on something right now.
Instant gratification.
An instant gratification monkey. Yep. And that is an issue where if you're, you know, I mean, okay, I'm not old enough to be old, but I'm old enough that if you're in your 20s, you're going to call me old, and that's fine. But you know, but consider and ask yourself, what's your plan when you're 60? What's your plan? You know, when do you want to retire? How much money are you going to need in the bank to retire? And then ask yourself if this little bonus thing that you're getting now is going to be better than some type of retirement program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was pretty unfortunate, but it sounds like that's definitely the way things are moving.
Yep.
And then they said that one problem that, you know, they tried another way of going about this with you know, retaining employees or more specifically like your seasonal employees, and just giving them a bonus at random. So say this company did really good on that storm. Oh, everybody got the check. But the problem they ran into, this is their company, the presenter's company did this, and you know, obviously when they give out these big checks, it went over hugely well. As soon as they had a big storm where everyone busted their butt, and whether the company won or lost, it didn't matter. They didn't give out a check for that storm. Suddenly they had a lot of irritated people because they had become expected that they were going to get a bonus, even though it was never promised. It was just a gift.
Right. And so that became I showed up, I want my bonus.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're getting paid your hourly wage plus whatever that bonus is that you've worked out. And so...
If only there was enough margin to do that.
Right.
Right.
But that once you set the bar at X, well, now that's expected. That now if you want to do anything good for them, you got to increase that, even though you were already doing above and beyond.
Well, some people were mentioning about how when you were hiring people, just in your mind or on your budget, you're hiring them at a higher price, but not,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get some pretty good bonuses, I think, if I can hire people at what's minimum wage? $8.20.
Depends. No, it's
minimum
not more
wage
than
these
that.
days about $50 an hour.
And it's
Who
different
knows?
across the country.
That's true.
Across the world.
You know what minimum wage doesn't cover? Running overtime. We got to kill this thing.
It's done?
Can you believe that?
We didn't even get to your stuff.
I know. And you know what? We're not doing anything else tonight. This is it. So Tomorrow, though, we'll do some recaps of the trade show and how that went, and other things that we saw, and other seminars that we attended. It's going to be awesome. So thanks for listening in to what we're going to say part 2 of the SIMA Symposium podcasts here from Talkin' Winter with Swinter. Ken Bogeman, Nicole Bogeman, Brent Reeder, Mollie Reeder, the star of the show.
Guest star,
yep.
Mollie Reeder.
That's enough.
And wait for it. We got to go because it's reverb.